This is Gabriel Gonzalez for Cage Side Press here with UFC middleweight Chris Curtis. Chris, I'm just glad you're feeling good. Eyes are fine, no cuts, no nothing. Are we okay?
I'm not getting any prettier. If you guys can see my eye, it's gone. But yeah, I checked out. I got cleared. My vision returned to normal like last Saturday. So I've had a week of everything good. I'm ready to go.
Now, I'm going to just put it bluntly. Not a lot of fighters have back-to-back fights where this happens. So the level of frustration, even, compared to, hey, wins, losses, it's got to be very unique for any athlete. Can you just talk about, how does one even process this about, get back to the gym and just get back on the horse?
It's a little rough, man, just because, have two fights go to where you're it just... to go like this, I'm just like, so you have to watch video, am I doing something? Are they doing something? Then you just kind of got to accept, if I didn't have bad luck, I'd have no luck. And it sucks, man, but I've had a lot of people kind of come up to me, hey, man, there are things beyond your control. You gotta just keep moving forward. It's over. You can't change the outcome. You can't change what happened in there. Keep going forward, because the longer you carry it, the heavier it gets, and the worse you're going to perform in the future. So I'm trying to really work mentally on letting shit go and just moving forward and being in the present. So big thing is now tell myself it's over, it's gone. The bad luck, the losses, whatever, they got to be in the past. You can only live in the present. Don't worry about the future. Don't worry about the past. Live in the present and move on. So it's a work in progress.
I'd like to ask you about something positive, too. You got another child on the way. I'm assuming they're both young. When they get old enough, have you thought about which fight you're going to show them first and be like, hey, I want you to know this about Dad?
So here's a fun thing. My first son is 15 years old. He'll be 16 in October 2nd. My child on the way will be born October 23rd. So my mother laughs at me. She's like, you waited till you were at the finish line to start over like an idiot. And I'm like, yes, Mom, I did. Thank you. But so my son's grown up watching me fight. My oldest son's my first amateur MMA fight, he was in the crowd for. He was like a month old. He was a month old. So that's cool. I'm kind of curious how the new one will be, because I'm towards the end of my career. So by the time he cares, I'm probably gonna be retired. So I'm really curious how he's gonna see this one. So I don't know, man. I haven't decided. Are we gonna go into it big? Am I gonna just keep it from him? He'll find out later. So we haven't decided yet.
Final question: what's the number one thing people ask you about Sean Strickland? Is he as crazy as he seems in interviews? What do they ask you about your BFF over there?
Yeah, people always ask me, is he like that in real life? I'm like, guys, you don't understand that when you meet him in public right now, before these things, we have those talks between, bro, don't get canceled. Especially right now, we're you're trying to fight for a title. We work for ESPN now. We're on ESPN, so we work for Mickey Mouse. We work for Disney. I'm like, hey man, you gotta suck the mouse's dick, bro. Don't piss off Disney. Be a little bit more fan friendly. So what you guys are seeing is way better than the shit we talk about. And if you guys saw the Rogan episode, the porn box talk we've had multiple times. We had this talk a few days ago before the Rogan episode. This is how it's just who he is as a person. And that's kind of the best thing about him. That's why you guys like him, honestly. It's just who he is, but it never fucking stops.
Have you ever told him, bro, you're leaving way too much money saying all this stuff. Just knock it off. You could get paid. You could buy more stuff.
We had this argument, and he's kind of right. People pay to see him just say shit. He's a character, man. He's definitely who he is 24/7, for better or worse. And people want to see it. So there's stuff. I guess he's leaving money on his table. Some places are picking money up somewhere else. Fuck it, more power to him.
Fair enough. Chris, I hope you're feeling better. We want to see you back out there and just have another good one for yourself, because we know you're one of the good guys. We can't wait for it, and have a great one. And congrats with another one on the way.
Thanks, guys. Wish me luck. And September 16th, Fluffy Hernandez, Mexican Independence Day. Let's fucking go.